we are looking at how to evaluate the integral of this function, okay? Where your m, n, they are what? They are positive integer. M, n could be odd, and at the same time could be even powers. Okay, so we want to look at the cases, and at the same time they can also be the same numbers, the same powers. So we want to look at case 1, where the cosine power is odd. In conjunction with this, you can have the cosine, maybe having power 3, okay, of your function, could be what? Power 5 of your function, and so on and so forth, in conjunction with this odd. So let's see example for this first case. For example, now you have power 3 now. You keep one cos times one of these item. You keep it, and that's cos², then times what? cos² what? cos²x. That's the first thing you do. Then the next thing to do is to what? Is to begin to use your trig identity. This will be what? 1 minus what? 1 minus sin²x. And then the final thing to do is to do what? Use substitution. Substitute for this. That will be this. That's a u substitution. Then you get your what? The u cos what? Cos² dx. We are looking at the case 2 of this integral of this function. And that is the case of when the power of sine is what? Is odd. So in that case now, what do we do? It's very simple. What we are going to do is that we are going to split that function into 2 parts. We're going to split the function into 2 parts. This is first part. Keep this one. Then the second one is this. Then the next thing to do now is to what? Is to use your trig identity for this one. And that's what? 1 minus what? 1 minus cos²x. Okay? Imagine you have this now. You have this. It's the same thing you're going to do. You keep one. Then you write the remaining one, which is what? sin²x. Is this. Use your trig identity, and that's what? 1 minus what? 1 minus cos²x. Then after that, you do your what? You do your use substitution for this one. Okay? Let's u be equal to what? cos²x. For this case now, the power of the sine is odd, and that is the case 2. So in that case now, what we are going to do is very simple. We are going to also split it into 2 parts, sin²x, okay? And then followed by what? sin², the function, and then times the last one, cos²2x dx, okay? So that's what we have now. Then the next thing to do now is to use our trig identity for this one, which will be equal to what? 1 minus cos² 2x times cos²2x dx. So that's what we have now in this case. Then we do the use substitution for this one, cos²x. Okay? So the u, derivative of cosine, is minus sine, the inner function, and then times derivative of the inner function times 2. Okay? Can we remove this one from here? Don't forget your dx. Then we have the u over what? Over minus the u over 2 equal to sin what? sin²x dx. Okay? So then we can come back here and begin to substitute. We now have 1 minus u². 1 minus u². This one is what? Is u to power 2. Okay? And then sin²x dx. Sin²x dx is what? Is minus the u. So we can take this minus 1 over 2 outside. We can take this one outside. These are constants. Minus 1 over 2 outside. So we now have minus 1 over 2. Okay, open your brackets. Begin to expand your this one times this one. That's u². This one times this one. That's u to power 4. So that's what we have now. Then we now have 1 over 2. Integral of u² is the power plus 1. That's 3. And then over this. Then minus. Integral of this is 4 plus 1. That's u to power 5 over 5. Okay? Plus what? Plus c. Let's open the bracket and return the u back. 1 over 2 times 1 over 3. That's minus 1 over 6. My u is what? My u is cos. Okay? The power is what? 3. The function, 2x. Then minus times minus, that's a plus. Then 1 over 2 times 1 over 5. That's 1 over 10. U is what? Cos. The power is 5. The function. And then plus what? Plus c. That finished that question. Please kindly click on the watermarks on the video begin to subscribe right now. Click on like button and type your comments. Finally, share the links of this video on all your social media platforms. We're looking at the third case where the power of of both the sine and the cosine are the same. So this is the case we are looking at, where you have the power of the sine function, cosine function, even in the sense that they are the same. They have the same power. The m and the n are the same. In this case now, you can see the question we have now. The power here are even, are the same. So in that case now, when such happen, what can we do? In this case, we can use the approach of case 1. We can use the approach, the step taken in case 2. So I'm going for this second one. I can as well go for this one also. So in that case now, I'm going to split this one into 2 parts. Keep one, okay, so times what? cos²x dx. So, and that will be equal to what? Use identity for this one. cos²x is what? 1 minus what? sin², sin²x. Then times this one, that's cos² dx. Let's u be equal to what? Sin⁡. So the u is equal to what? cos² dx. Then in that case now, we're going to have 1 minus sin⁡x is what? Is u to the power 2. And then this will be what? U to the power 3. Okay, and then cos² dx is what? Is the u. Open your brackets and do the integration. This one times 1, that's u3. Integral of that will be this, u4 over 4. This one also, u2 times u3. That's what? Minus u5 plus 1. 5 plus 1, you do the integration, that's what? That's 6 over what? Over 6 plus c. So that's the integral of that expression. So the final thing to do now is to return the u back, and that will be equal to what? That will be equal to my u is what? That 1 over 4 sine to the power 4 of the function, then minus what? 1 over 6 sine to the power 6 of the function plus c. So that's that on this question. Okay, please, if you are new on this channel, subscribe, click on like button, and begin to type your comments. Finally, share the links of this video on all your social media platforms. Okay, and for my returning subscriber, please begin to type your comment now, click on like button, and share the links of this video in all your social media platforms. Thank you for that.